Welcome back to iCanMod. I'm Tobias, and today we're going to be doing part 5 of our Clean This series. We're flying through the videos, and today we're going to look at a pretty quick video, just like the case fans, just cleaning your RAM, and obviously cleaning your storage devices as well. So let's get into it. Okay, so we did pull our PC apart. A lot of the parts are over there to the side. They're all stored away, and we will be doing a new build with them. But that won't be happening until I move to my new property. So exciting times, about 2 or 3 weeks away, and I should be starting to move. So we'll give you an update on that in another video. But what we're going to look at today is RAM and storage devices, just giving them a deep clean to continue on our Clean This series. When it comes to cleaning RAM and storage devices, it's not a super intensive process, and really you're not going to be needing to deep clean them all that often because most of these units are fairly enclosed, and I would not be recommending trying to pull them apart. We don't want to damage, we don't want to break them. We just want to get what dust is in there or on them off them. So let me just pull out one of these RAM sticks. Now this is from a very old build. It has some old DDR3 in there, so there is some dust buildup. The top coat or the top layer is a heat spreader, so it's designed to make the heat from the chips dissipate away. And because these are fairly old, they do have a considerable amount of dust buildup underneath the heat spreader. So I'll be using some compressed air today to blow that out, some isopropyl alcohol and some shop towels to wipe them down. And then for the storage devices where we've got sort of PCB boards and stuff, I'll be using the precision Q-tips as per normal. Of course, I'm going to be wearing gloves because we're going to be using isopropyl alcohol. But it's not a super intensive process. Like I said, most of this is just going to be montage stuff of you watching me do it. And we'll go through that. So basically, I'm just going to blow the dust out and then rub everything down with isopropyl alcohol, just get it nice and clean. So let's get to it. So let's start with the RAM. So as we said in the, breaking down the PC and when we got to the motherboard video, I was explaining how to pop open the RAM. So we're just going to open the tabs for each of these RAM sticks, and then we can take them all out. So beautiful. So there's 6 RAM sticks there. I'm not going to go through and clean all 6 because it's going to be the same process for each. I'll do that off camera, but we'll go through a couple. This motherboard, I have noticed, is actually a lot dirtier than I originally thought. So I might do another a video cleaning this one because it is quite dusty, especially down here and in the heat sinks. But it's a really old board. It's not really getting used anymore. So we'll get rid of that. All right. So I'm going to start with the compressed air. Sorry, that way. Compressed air, and then I'll be using the shop towel with the isopropyl alcohol so that we can get these cleaned out. So let's get into the first montage. Okay, so we've finished the RAM. So now we're going to take a look at our storage devices. Now I've got a couple of different ones here, some of them dirtier than others. This one in particular, a couple of hard drives from old PCs, and then these ones are actually from a couple of laptops. So these are actually laptop hard drives. Similar principle to when we're cleaning the motherboard. You're essentially just going to go through, dust everything off, and then you're going to take the precision Q-tips and clean the PCB just to make sure everything's off there. Obviously, and something I didn't mention with the RAM, if you're using compressed air and you're getting water particles coming out of the compressed air, do not turn or plug these in straight away. Give them a good 10-20 minutes to dry in an ambient room or ambient temperature room. And then you can plug them in. So we're going to get into it. We're going to start by, we'll start with the dirtiest one, I guess. So I'm literally just going to do the same process with the RAM. I'm going to dust off any surface dust. And then I'm going to go through with the Q-tips and do all the PCBs on each individual one. So let's cue the next montage. Okay, so as you can see from those montages, we've completely cleaned down our RAM and obviously our storage devices as well. So we've got 4 brand new, well not brand new, they're quite old, but brand newly cleaned hard drives. We've also got 6 DDR3 RAM sticks, which we are looking at using in another project, which is great. I guess some final thoughts and sort of wrap things up here. This sort of maintenance, and the reason I did this series, or I am doing this series, is because it's quite important if you've never ever cleaned your computer out before, and it's something that I would recommend that you do. If you are unsure about it and you are in the Melbourne area, now that we're coming back out of lockdown, I'm looking at doing a series where I'm going to clean computers for some viewers. So if you would be interested in that, on our YouTube page at the top, you'll find a link to our Instagram. Please follow that Instagram link and send us a message on Instagram. And we will get in contact with you about that, because obviously there's some things that we will need to go through and you to be okay with before we do it. So that's fine. But other than that, this sort of maintenance is only really necessary if you are not consistently cleaning your computer. Like I said, preventative maintenance is the best maintenance. Dusting your computer every 3 to 6 months with either an electronic duster, which I would recommend investing in. I'm still waiting on mine. Or at least some cans of compressed air, just to get majority of the dust out, is going to go a long way in saving you from having to do this frequently. But other than that, we will have a bit of an update video coming up in the next week or two about my situation, and that we might be taking a break for a few weeks because I've got to move, but we'll get into that in another video. But as we say here at our iCanMod, keep building and keep learning.